Hey everyone, this is Jerry Bulda of Clear Controls. Welcome to another edition of Clear Tech Tuesdays. Today I would like to do a little bit about troubleshooting using Fusion. So what is Fusion? Fusion is our online programming, or it's an online database where we house or all of your projects that you've got. So if you're a dealer that's just starting out, maybe you have one or two projects. If you're a dealer that's been with us for a long time, you might have hundreds. So there's a couple different ways to get your project into Fusion. One would be manually entering your UUID or your unique identification number from your controller into your project, into the setup configuration. The other way would be to, if you've done most of your installation with the Install Assist tool mobile app, you'll be able to go into this form here at dealer.clearcontrols.com/activation. You'll be able to go in here, fill out these fields, and that will Clear Controls will complete a project for you. We'll make the project where you could log in to Fusion at any time using your credentials, and you will see that your project is there. Everything will be synced up, and you'll be able to troubleshoot from there. So jumping over to this tab here, I do have Fusion open. This is exactly what it'll look like. I'm going to go into my own project, which is here. As you can see here, there are different version numbers on the left-hand side, which is very helpful if you need to use different version numbers. Maybe you've messed something up or you have multiple people working on a site at the same time. You can always roll back to one of those previous versions if needed. So that's one neat thing about this. Also, if you're doing a cookie cutter type projects one right after another, you can also clone those versions as well by right clicking. So if I was in here and I just logged in, I want to see if something was offline or online, there's an easy, quick way to do a health check. As you can see, I'm on the devices screen. If you click the globe here, it says request devices online status. Go ahead and click that. And your status column here changes. You can see if what's online and what's offline. So it's just a quick, easy way to see if something is working or not working. Maybe you get a phone call, they say something's online or offline. Before you go ahead and roll a truck, you're always going to want to come into Fusion and make sure that what's reported is offline instead of maybe someone just having some trouble with the app or something like that. You might be able to fix those issues from this cloud environment instead of rolling your truck to maybe a remote site or something. So always check Fusion first. Other cool things you can do in here that are very useful. Maybe I've got a new a Christmas tree or something that I just put up, and I'm using an adapter like a plug-in module or something to control it. If it goes offline, if you needed to check it from Fusion, you can always go open up, double click and open up the device, go to the test tab, and you have a bunch of different things you can test in here. So whether it's an entertainment device, a dimmer, a switch, an outlet, whatever it happens to be, you can test the different on off or whatever that device is capable of doing. Let me find one that's entertainment here so you can check that out. One of the best ones to be able to see, maybe an Apple TV. And if I go to test again, you're going to see I have the ability to go in here and send this thing commands. So I can go in, maybe I just connected it, and instead of running macros or something, I can go in here and send individual commands and make sure that the thing's working before I go any further. And like I said, this works for any different device that you're using. It could be a door lock, it could be anything. Door lock, for instance, I go to test here. And there'll be different, if I go down to the different properties, lock, unlock, there'll be several different things you can do with the lock. So lots you can do from Fusion. Lots of people you didn't know that some of this stuff exists. That's why we wanted to show you some of these cool tools. Also, something our tech services guys use quite often, if you go to troubleshooting, we have all sorts of meters, things like that. Most importantly, we have an info tab. This will give you information about, you've got your uptime, you've got IP address information, MAC address information, and like I said, our tech services guys use this screen quite often. If you give us a call, this is one of the first places we'll look, and just to see if there's something we can see that's right off the bat to see if there's something wrong with the controller. Very important also, you can see what version you're on, if you wanted to make sure that you're up to speed as far as your version of Clear Home that you're running on your controller. So there's a lot that can be done here. I just wanted to point out some of the cool things you can do. And you can always go in here, get a test project, experiment a little bit. There's a lot of hidden features in here that you can use. So also, I'm going to always, like I normally do, jump out to our knowledge base. You can find a lot of information in here as well. You could find out what's compatible, what's not compatible, workspaces, logging in, creating projects. All of that stuff is packed in here to the knowledge base. So please feel free to go out and use that knowledge base when you can. So that's it. Hopefully you can benefit from Fusion from this point forward, using it up, checking to see if your projects are online, offline, things like that, doing health checks. It's easy, it's quick, and it's there for you guys to use. So hopefully you check it out. So thanks again for tuning in, and please stay tuned for another Clear Tech Tuesdays. Thank you.